Topping our news this afternoon, the man who shot and killed a New Plymouth police officer will not be getting parole. James Bobby Lee Moore was 14 years old when he murdered 29-year-old officer Ronald Wade Feldner. Moore was sentenced up to life in prison. That was more than 2 decades ago. Well, CBS 2's Scott Logan was at Moore's parole hearing today. He joins us now live with how the decision was made and the reaction from the slain officer's loved ones. Scott.
Today was Moore's first parole hearing here at the prison. He was sentenced to 25 years to life, and it's been almost 25 years since the murder. So he got a parole hearing today, but as we said, the parole was denied, and the parole board says they'll take it up again in 3 years. Moore spoke to the parole board via Skype. Family members and friends of Officer Feldner were in the room, as well as supporters of Mr. Moore. They were in the room. Moore said that he's a changed man. He said he's full of remorse. He says, I deserve every year I get in prison, but he says, I wish I could undo what I did, but of course I cannot. Now, Feldner's son spoke as well. He is now a police officer with the Boise Police Department, and he talked with us for a little bit afterward, and here's some of what he had to say.
The debt that he owes to this family, the debt that he owes to us is, there's no way that he can ever repay it, and the hurt that I feel is never going to go away. I'm going to carry that every single day for the rest of my life. There's no reason why he can't sit inside and carry that with him for the rest of his life. There's no reason why he needs to get out and be able to start his life over. He can come out and marry and have a kid or do whatever. That doesn't sit right with me.
Chance Feldner said for his family, the pain is raw and unbearable. Now, Moore spoke clearly and calmly. He's been in prison for 40 years, not 40 years, pardon me. He's been in prison for 25 years. He's now 40, so he's been incarcerated longer than he lived outside in freedom, so to speak. And he said that his actions were the actions of an angry, selfish teenager, and he wishes that he could repent, redo the situation. He also said that he was grateful to have the opportunity to speak to the parole board and at least have a chance at mercy. Outside there were supporters of the Feldner family and members of various police departments who came on their own time to support the Feldner family in this first parole hearing. And again, parole was denied. Moore will be up again in 3 years. Live outside of Boise, Scott Logan, CBS 2 News.